Yo, what is going on, guys? Congratulations, you made it through the weekend. It's about 10 o'clock my time up here in the old Pacific Northwest, but we made it. It's pretty sad, maybe is the wrong word, but usually Sunday nights you're bummed out because you got to go back to work tomorrow, but we're jacked to the gills because the damn market opens up. What a cool time to be alive. Holy moly. You guys, I got down one of these famous stock swinger rabbit holes. And this by far, and I'm not trying to say this to pump the video up. You guys know that I'll never do it. I'm going to share it with you in a minute. But I am just mind blown away. It's about a guy that wrote codes and, to be the fastest to grab all these trades and all that stuff. We've touched on that. We all know about that. But this guy was an SEC whistleblower. In the video, this guy had a damn iPad on the New York Stock Exchange floor in 1983, his own version of an iPad, touchscreen. Mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So I'll share that with you guys too, but if you haven't seen it, I never even heard of it. I never heard of the channel, but we'll pop into it. I'm just excited to talk about it. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Let's get on to it. Okay, now we got to check on Citadel. Of course we do, right? Not too busy, but they're still there. It's 12:30 a.m. damn near over there in beautiful Chicago, and they're still there. If you noticed, I seen some of you guys' comments. I was cracking up on the community tab. I posted this probably 2 in the afternoon, and they were busier than usual, it said. They've been there all day on a Sunday on Father's Day. So I see some of you guys like that comment, and I don't feel like such a freak show for obsessively watching and seeing if Citadel is working. I don't know what is with that. Seems kind of weird, but whatever. I am weird. Okay, let's talk about a couple things here, and then we're going to get going on to this madness of high-frequency freak shows. 1/5 AMC short were short exempt. This is crazy. This was posted a few hours ago over on the old AMC Reddit boards, okay? Let's touch on a couple things if you guys want to read to it. It's not that long. But basically here, you want to pop this out after you finish reading this here. But we'll touch on GME and Tesla's in there too, but then AMC, obviously, right? GME, I marked GME to show that they have insanely high short volume to total volume ratio, the green box. When it came to short exempt, it was not interesting though. The short exempt volume was 1% to short volume, okay? Then you get Tesla about the same. Then you get down to AMC. It had extremely large total volume and short volume in comparison to both. The short exempt volume was 20% to short volume. You'd have to talk about some Tom bleepery right here. Okay. Right here, understanding short exempt, right? Standard market procedure requires all security trade orders to be marked long, short, or short exempt. The short exempt marking was added under the 2010 modifications. A short sell order market as short exempt is an order that is being transacted beyond normal procedures under regulation SHO. Okay. Then you get down to here. This was relevant tweets to this matter by Christian Andrews and then Joshua James over there on the Reddit mobile if you want to read through those. I'll pop this whole damn thing in there. But down to this here. Short exempt is very bleeping rare. It's so rare that when it does happen, oftentimes the SEC and the DTCC are made aware. In most cases, some bleep extreme is happening for short exempt to be occurring. There are some behind the scenes that we do not know. SEC, in my opinion, 100% knows about this. And the fact that 20% of the bleeping short volume was short exempt Thursday is absolutely bleeping insanity. This should be on the face of everyone in the SEC, in my opinion. Remember the data for New York Stock Exchange, we should dive into more exchange data. So there'll be more to come of this here, obviously, but Tom Bleepery at its finest, you guys. Does it surprise you? No, of course it does not. For whatever reason, too, this one here, before we get into this craziness, over on the old Super Stonk mobile, shout out to this fella right here. This was outstanding. I did not see this. This is posted about 5 days ago. I read through this today. Super long, and again, just absolutely well done piece of DD. I mean, look at this stuff here, you guys. It's just amazing. But long story short, this is too long to even touch on, but It's talking about how 2008 is repeating at a much greater magnitude, and COVID ignited the fuse. GME is not the reason for the market crash. GME was the fatal flaw of Wall Street in their infinite money cheat that they did not expect. So remember, you guys, GME, if there's any new AMC guys in here, GME, AMC, any kind of DD that relates to this is going to be the exact same for all those shorted stocks, right? So very, very outstanding. If you guys have not seen that, I will pop that in there and obviously read through that, but that's a very, very good one there. And then on to this craziness here. This guy here, Haim Bodek, okay? What this guy is probably one of the smartest human beings on the planet. After reading about him, and then I watched the documentary that I'm going to share with you guys. So pop it in the link for you guys to watch. It's about 50 minutes long. Mind-blowing. But this guy was a whistleblower back in 2011. I think the case settled in 2015. But what this guy did was he was the one writing code for all of these high-frequency places, right? He worked at the trading company, and then I think they got bought out by Goldman Sachs, and then he went there, but then he ended up being a whistleblower in the end. But just absolutely, the documentary was mind-blowing. This year, look at this, Seattle, my home city here, but that's where his lawyers were. Hagen Berman's SEC whistleblower client, Haim Bodek, complaint against high-frequency trading and financial exchange abuse results in largest ever penalty against a financial exchange. But just a quick brief rundown on what he did there. Hagens Berman applauds today's announcement for the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that two exchanges formerly owned by Direct Edge Holdings and Bats Global Markets, the second largest financial exchange in the country, have agreed to pay a $14 million penalty to settle charges that the exchanges failed to accurately and completely disclose how order types functions on its exchanges, and is selectively providing such information only to certain high-frequency trading firms. Then it led me over to finding this here. VPRO documentary. I believe these guys are a Dutch company. This is all in English here too, you guys. It's about 50 minutes long. But if you have not seen this, the Wall Street Code, this was from 2013. And the main reason behind this whole documentary is Haim Bodek. Unbelievable, you guys. I know I'm not trying to pump anything up, but this, you have to watch this. It's mind-blowing how smart these people are. And again, touching on the guy that had this, he called it his iPad in 1983, another billionaire hedge guy. I mean, just guys, just things I've never heard about in the 6 months of listening and reading DD, obviously, on all of this stuff. But the guys, the characters in here, the code writer, the intelligence level, it's just, we got to remember who we're dealing with here. Remember, and this stuff, we're talking stuff from the 1980s, through early 2000s when Haim was working there, and now you guys were in 2021. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but we got to remember who we're dealing with and who we're up against here. I did a video on that too a couple weeks ago, but remember, either these guys are going to fight this thing till the end and go down in a blaze of glory, or whatever the case. Hopefully all of these SEC and these rules and this 002, let's just cover this position, change the rules, have the market be better, and move forward. Who knows what is going to happen? But when I watch this, at the end of it, I almost watched it a second time back to back, because it's just like, holy crap. We don't know nothing about nothing. We are tiny little, the 99 versus the 1% is spot on true. I know we hear that all the time, but my gosh, it was mind-blowing. So you guys, definitely, if you've seen that, give me a comment on this one. If you watch it, give me a comment on this one, but this absolutely blew me away. So obviously I will pop that one in there. And then one more thing, and let's get the heck out of here. This was kind of this poor bastard over here. The CEO of a public company in Tel Aviv gambled against AMC and lost $2.4 million. Nathaniel Lorenzi, the CEO and controlling owner of the real estate company, opened double short positions than the company allows and did not anticipate the squeeze. They called it a squeeze. We know he didn't squeeze, but the run-up. Let's just say the run-up. We'll reword there for you, whatever paper this is that I had to switch to English. and did not anticipate the squeeze that would come from the other side. In an urgent meeting, the board revoked the powers to handle investments. They're like, dude, you took a $2.4 million loss. No more. Sorry, bud. Okay, that's it. We're out of here. Oh, this thing. I did pop this in probably a month ago. Any new apes? I know we have new apes in here. This is an information guide, AMC Information Guide. Beautiful. Well done. Shout out to whoever did this. I'll pop their name in there who did it. I forgot. But this is a great rundown if you're new to AMC or if you want to read it and you're used to AMC and you know everything. Very good to read how we got to the position we're in today. Okay, guys, that is it. Let's have a good week. Let's get some rest and go AMC.